He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Chiefs and the Jets. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season.
And oftentimes, that's the most difficult step, right? You go from being a perennial playoff contender. That's great. But now, how many of these teams can now say, okay, not only are we in the playoffs year in and year out, but we are a legitimate Super Bowl contender in any given season? That is easier said than...
Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go here at Arrowhead. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback, a day 3 pick in the draft this past April.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
In danger of an opening 3 and out. They face 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job of staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. He has run the ball well to this point in the season, right there amongst the NFL leaders in rushing. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They put Wilson in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Strong. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Chiefs offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They put Kelce in motion. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. On comes the punter now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it's going to lead to 4th down. On comes Thomas Morstead as he's on to punt for the Jets. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Mahomes around the pistol. He'll throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple with Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Motion man is Rice. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes back. Open man downfield. It's Kelce. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Pacheco. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And he is going to score. A pick-6 for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick-6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick-6.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Mahomes going to keep it himself. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30.
Throwing now, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Watkins motioning over. On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. 2nd down and 8. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 35-yard line.
Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground. break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The Jets have the advantage. We'll be back in Kansas City. First and 10 for Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. Ooh.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
There he goes, inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Mahomes on 1st down. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. A give here to Pacheco. He'll get inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now a give up the middle, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On the run, here's Hall. Finding room across midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. That's complete to Watkins. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the 1st down.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. To the sideline, caught by Worthy. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. To the left side in the hands of Rice. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Chiefs will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the 1st down, up past the 40-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. of a three-point game. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Throw, left side, is taken in by the tight end, Kelce.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes.
Oh, let's go!
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
And Butker on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs go up by 7. It is now 17-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. Trevor Lawrence with a couple.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Big gain of 27 yards. What a way to open the drive.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs, kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now, Mahomes. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, KC.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
On second down, Pacheco. And they are all over that on defense. Good search. Drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Toward the boundary. Rice bringing it in.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jets offense back onto the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
2nd and a yard. Here's Hall from the pistol. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here's 3rd and 2. Another run here with Hall. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Mahomes back. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now, Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest to the catch.
Pass interference. Defense.
Here's 1st and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Throw across his body is complete. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jets offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up 1st downs is? On 1st downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 1st downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And that is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
They'll run here. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2. but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Elijah Vera Tucker plays college ball at USC. Guilty that time. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line.
Offense.
That's on Joe Thuney. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At his 48-yard line, a gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 14.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
A handoff to Pacheco. Well, this one is in reverse again. They're going to lose more yardage here, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
The offense had a decision to make. Was it more important to keep the clock rolling or maintain possession? They take a little bit of a conservative approach there, keeping the ball on the ground. Now brings up 4th down.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jets offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's to the running back, Breece Hall.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick-6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
And now, after the pick-6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick-6, but add on a 2-point conversion. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Right back to the air.
Oh, let's go.
On the heels of the pick-6, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where a rookie quarterback can kind of be baited into thinking something's open when it's really not. And these are the things that all coaches are just continuing to work through. Anytime you have a young signal caller, they haven't seen the reps. They don't have the experience. In this case, the defense plays this one to perfection, and it results in the big takeaway.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here comes 3rd and 6. Watkins motioning over. On 3rd down, they go with Pacheco.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll look to throw again. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.